the surface, but then you know what they do? They grow, and they grow, and they grow, and you can maybe find a few. In fact, if you see some clouds that are crossing the sky that you don't really recognize or don't really fall into any of these categories, they're together. Thanks for joining me today. Make sure you look up in the sky and try to figure out what kind of clouds are floating by, and enjoy the weather.
As awesome as it's been to live and work here for so long, it's super good news.
It's still not cold enough for condensation to occur. The seasons. It gets cold in the winter. Flowers bloom in the spring. We get lots of sun in the summer. And leaves fall in the fall. See, the Earth's seasons affect every living thing on Earth. That's right. Seasons affect the way everything grows and changes every year. The reason we have seasons on Earth is because the Earth is tilted.
Like venture the fake news media.
Right here with the solar panel plastic globe of science.
Venture the fake news media.
Oh, that's what the visual barrier looks like. That's back on our Vandal.
Vandal?
Time Bandits is an awfully good film. We have worked ever so hard on it. It's a tremendous adventure story. We like it, and we're pretty sure you will.
Sergeant, we have Roundup facing us next week. And you talk to me about windmills.
Yes, windmill. And you know as well as I that it'll take a miracle to get the water up on that north section. And Fairbanks Windmill might be it.
Fairbanks Windmill. All this man has is a theory. We know nothing about him or his reputation. Now, you can't be understanding this sort of talk man is probably a crackpot.
Crackpot?
Yes, crackpot.
A long time ago, a man fooled around with a thing he called a cotton gin. His name was Swintley, and they called him a crackpot. And they said the same thing about a man called Watt until his steam engine made history. And before that, there was a man who thought the world was round.
You missed one.
It was falling flat. Couldn't figure it out.
Are you a flat earther?
Flat. spices can do.
You had a wife who cooked with spices?
When did you hit Virginia, sir?
I'm visiting relatives here. Oh, Sam, it's good to see you again.
Do you still sing? Hey, you put on a pound or two here and there, but you're still a lot of woman, Bill.
Hey, take it easy. I'm a lady of means now. I'm Mrs. Lillian Manfred of San Francisco.
Well, that moved you where you helped me with mine.
No, that'd be charity also. Us flatland folk don't go for charity.
I'm tired of hearing about Hank Meyer. Why don't you speak for yourself, Adam? You're the same bashful, overgrown boy that used to come down to the schoolhouse to talk to me about little Joe. But you don't have to be bashful anymore. And you don't have to worry about Hank. All's fair in love and war. There's a language of the heart that only hearts can understand. Yours and mine, Adam.
I have to go now. Known them for a long time. They're marvelous people. And they happen to have a boy about a year or two older than she is. Didn't they have a daughter once, too? Yeah. And that's just it. They lost her when she was just a little baby, typhoid. I think the pastors would be very happy to take Gabrielle into their home. I'm going to get her some open cookies. That's the story.
Around in the dust, indeed.
The lady happens to have a name, gentlemen. Miss Lotta Crabtree.
You mean the famous actress?
I mean the very same.
You have nothing to do. I told you, Burak has left West Paris. Behold.
The house.
as graceful as it could have been. That's why we usually hesitate to do those, but it's certainly fun to do.
I gotta say, it's easy to have some fun up there. You're not going to be eliminated. Yeah, keep the day jobs, guys, or night jobs.
Miles, and I'll send you one of these races.
I would like to thank all of you very much. Appreciate your time. I know you got a busy mission ahead, you got the spacewalk ahead, and thanks to all of you.
Another space shuttle exploded. Well, there's only one thing to do. Let's paint.
Mark
space,
Cameron. This is from Mark Cameron.
whilst in space, have you ever looked away from Earth into
Well,
the
that's
black
a really good question.
all the time.
Because you can see the stars.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, and pretty much all the time you can see the stars.
It's not a
It's the
black
cool thing.
void. I mean, it's black, but there's all kinds of polka dots.
There's all the stars there. The cool thing is about you can see it during the day.
Yeah, you can't end. There's more than stars. You can see planets. You
Right.
can see moons.
You see the gas going clouds.
Yeah, you
Lake
see the
Galaxy.
Magellanic Cloud.
Magellanic, see, I was
Yeah,
thinking
and
about
then, well, there's a large one and a small one, right?
Yeah.
And then you can see the diagonal line.
Whoa.
Is that the best way to react to
The
it?
lights
So
of the
you're
Zodiac?
ready for it in the first place.
Diagonal line.
The one thing to add to this, I think, is kind of interesting about being able to look into the black void is that we can't do that when the sun is out here on Earth. It's not because the sun is so bright, because the atmosphere.
I care a lot about the truth, so truth is really, really important. I try to but I mean, but it that's really good. Really cool.
There's no life whatever beyond the H12. Earth is black.
Proves that the Earth is not a globe.
Did he just say quit jumping on my balls?
Yeah.
Quit jumping on my balls.
The best is yet to come.
Terrific speech. There it is. Literally.
President Trump, in his third address to the nation.
Projections in the U.S. are grim.
Gaddafi was getting 7 inches in the gallon.
Returning to Earth.
It led to some things that I had to deal with, depression, alcoholism, the gallon. The president committed us to a program, very simple, and so it didn't take any accommodation at all to realize that moving around was really going to be simple. It was what we did.
Buzz is erecting the solar wind experiment now. Every precious minute of their 2.5 hours on the surface was programmed.
The voucher for all of that time was $33 for Apollo 11. Controlling very complex robots from the surface of the Earth is difficult.
But Buzz, it's been a very memorable experience for us.
I appreciated the opportunity to share with you.
Czy Ziemia rzeczywiście jest kulą zawieszoną w kosmosie?
Jest płaska. Tak jak oczekują. Nie spodziewałem się co prawda tego pytania, ale zapewniam pana, że jest płaska.
Generał Mirosław Hermaszewski, jak dotąd pierwszy i ostatni Polak, który odbył lot orbitalny. Dziękuję serdecznie za rozmowę.
Dzięki. Dziękuję, kłaniam się.
We did go there and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So
people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm
I'm doing my part, too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
I've been feeling a little flat. 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 I've been feeling a little flat.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was since the beginning of time, but not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part.
All right. All right. All right.
2 weeks.
All right.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know what I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing so, we need to know why something stopped in the past and we wanted to keep it going. But I think I know. Because we did. Because we did. Because we did.
Hey everyone, hey brothers and sisters. Here is yet another rapper doing 666 over their eye. Eye of Horus symbolism and 666 symbolism. Along with that, they have a NASA jacket on, or a NASA patch on a jacket. A little hard to see, but it's there. Another rapper in the Philippines, Block 9, he's got the sign of success on his hand. You know the sign of success in this current fallen world run by Satan. It's 666. Believe it or not. So what's he doing? This must be just a big coincidence why all these guys keep wearing NASA shirts and hats and NASA mugs and NASA this and that. Must be just a huge coincidence, right? It's not like the world is biblical or anything.
Since the beginning of mankind, people thought the earth was flat. A giant distant dome. The earth was the center of the universe. 500 years.
I was just wondering, are we marketing on a flat earth?
How did it feel to accomplish my dream? I'll tell you, it is still difficult to believe that this is happening. When you get up here, from every moment from when that rocket took off, from when I arrived here at the space station, it is so amazing and such an incredible feeling that it's difficult to believe sometimes that it's actually happening. I mean, right now, if I let go of this microphone, it floats. I can move.
Who are the Freemasons? Freemasonry or Masonry consists of the Freemasons. Freemasonry or Masonry consists of that trace their origins to the local fraternities of stonemasons, which from the end of the 14th century regulated the qualifications of stonemasons and their interaction with authorities and clients. This search was for who were the Freemasons. This video was brought to you by ringfandom.com. Go here for your Masonic and Freemasonry jewelry needs.
In a
rambling one-hour phone call to Fox and Friends, President Trump defended himself in the impeachment hearing and continued to spread Ukraine conspiracy theories.
That wasn't the only morning show Trump called into.
Hello, I'm Bill Plater. Welcome to Conspiracy Today. Today on Today, the call line is open. We'll discuss whatever's on your mind. Is Bigfoot just a werewolf in clown shoes? And who got my hand stuck in this Starbucks tip jar? Go ahead, caller. You're on Conspiracy Today.
Good morning.
Ooh, friend of the show, President Trump. What conspiracy are we discussing today, sir?
Perhaps the biggest scandal in the history of our country.
Did the gray alien introduce yogurt technology to prepare our children for eventual tube feeding on the clone farm?
They have the server.
They? Who are they? And what is their relationship to them?
CrowdStrike, or whatever it's called, which is a company owned by a very wealthy Ukrainian. And I still want to see that server.
Ah, yes, the server. Wait, hasn't that one been debunked? I mean, Fiona Hill's testimony was fairly compelling.
Why did they give it to a Ukrainian company?
It's an American company, and they didn't give it to them.
I think this goes to the highest level.
Oh, it goes to the highest level. Wait, isn't that you?
I want to see Adam Schiff testify.
Okay, I've got a chupacabra on line too. Gotta go. Let's move on to something more believable. Why did the Trilateral Commission release chemtrails to make me gain weight in my 50s?
It's the Late Show with Stephen.
Did you say free fries when you get vaccinated? I got vaccinated. You're saying I can get this delicious fries? Wait a minute. But there's also a burger element to this? Let me check with Bill Neathart. Is it too early in the day to eat a burger? No. This could be breakfast? Okay. I want you to look at this and think about, again, some people love hamburgers, some don't. Really want to respect all ways of life. But if this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination. Vaccination. I'm getting a very good feeling about vaccination right this moment.
They're really showing themselves to do really well. Come on, man.
They called it Operation Fishbowl, and it was to shoot missiles into space because they thought they had the power to finally break through the firmament. And actually what happens, if you read the rest of the article, these missiles would hit up at a certain altitude, and then light would shine all the way to the other hemisphere. And the reason that was is because they were hitting that glass, and the glass was reflecting it all the way across the sky. It's not some globe Earth where they're just trying. Why would they just shoot a missile in the air to see how high it can blow up? Like, are they just playing with rubber bands? Like, they're doing it for a reason, and they called it Operation Fishbowl for a reason. Dominic is from the late Roman italic name Dominicus, and it means belonging to God. And then that word chama is a fixed, massive, irregular, inequivalent shell. So they originally called it the shell belonging to God, but then they just termed it Operation Fishbowl.
If you add together the three kinds of things that occupy the universe, the familiar matter, that's what we're made of, we're elements of tech. The dark matter, that's the source of 85% of all the gravity we see in the universe, and we don't know what's causing it. And the dark energy, stuff that's making us accelerate against the wishes of gravity. Each one of those components creates a curvature of the fabric of space and time, just as prescribed by Einstein's general theory of relativity. If you add those curvatures together, what you find is that they create a universe that is perfectly flat. Flat. Now, that's not the only shape the universe could have had. The universe
would have negative curvature. And if it did, that would have we would have a saddle shade. And a negatively curved universe has a net positive energy. The universe is neither a spherical shape, the shape of a ball. That would be positive curvature, having net negative energy. Now, another way to get insight into this is to think about the energy of orbits. An object in orbit is gravitationally bound to what it circles. And bound orbits have negative gravitational energy. That's how we describe this system. Increase the elongation of the orbit by pumping energy, giving more speed to the object, and the circle distorts and becomes an ellipse. Give it even more speed, the ellipse gets more and more elongated. There's just the right amount of energy, just the right amount of extra speed you can give this object so that it goes so far away it never circles back. In fact, it escapes to infinity. At that point, that object and the system and the orbiting object and the object around which it formerly turned has zero total gravitational energy. And that path...
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Projections in the U.S. are grim.
He basically said, I want you to go sell LNG like the world looks flat. Go get this done. Here's what he said when I was sitting in his office getting interviewed back in December of 2016. He said, Perry, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go sell LNG like the world looks flat.
Imagine a world. That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Faith in science and progress.
Stupid people in Bible. Stupid people in Stupid people in Bible.
But that's the kind of language stupid
It's
people
not the
use.
American dream, really. Stupid people.
Let's mix in the 144 resonant frequency to see what happens. Let's put the volume a bit down, and there you have it. This is what many refers to as the seed of life, the flower of life. Well, I think you know. But in fact, what you are looking at is a top view of a torus field, seen from the top. Exactly. Now, this is the form the resonant frequency is making. By mixing two frequencies. Look at it. So on the analog scope,